Hey guys, this is 49ers United. This is just going to be my predictions for the upcoming season. I'm not going to bother adding scores since I'm always far off by the anyway. So first off, the 49ers will be playing the Panthers. I do unfortunately think that we are going to lose that game just from the recent season and how our team's done the last season and the season before that. But these predictions could change because a lot could happen during the draft and stuff. But we might get a good quarterback or a good linebacker to stop that. You never know. The draft doesn't happen yet, but this is just an early prediction of what I think will happen. Now, week two, we will be playing the Seahawks. Unfortunately, think this is going to be another loss. But again, I've said this already like three times, but this is just an early idea. But I mean, we've lost them for like the last like three seasons in a row, consecutively. So that's just why I think that I do think we will be a lot closer this time. But unfortunately, gonna have to say that's going to be a loss because just the way we've been playing. But hopefully we get Reuben Foster because we need a good linebacker anyways to help Navarro Bowman. But I've said this before, I just kind of like Alabama. That's a bad way to go, but it's the way I like it. I mean, I think I'm not just being biased because he went to Alabama, but seriously, we do need to stop the run game, and him and Navarro Bowman can make a great team. So we don't have another season like 600-yard rushers in a row. Because I've emphasized it a lot, but it's a big deal. I mean, that you shouldn't let that many happen that many times in a row. Now, I think it'll make you guys happy to tell you that I do think we will beat the Rams. We beat them both times last season, and we also have better draft picks than them, specifically the second overall in the draft. Now, um, it was close ones, at least the second time around. The first time it was a complete blowout and actually a shutout, but I do think we can do it. I think it'll be a close game, but I do think we can do it, especially since we have a great offensive coordinator. Whether you think he was a big reason for the Falcons choking in the Super Bowl or not, Kyle Shanahan can obviously get the job done if he can help his team get to the Super Bowl. But I think we definitely can beat the Rams because, they're just the Rams. But in all seriousness, guys, I do think we can beat the Rams. No doubt about it. And of course, the Cardinals, guys. I actually do think we will be able to beat these guys because they actually did not have that great of a season. It was like 7-9, which means they don't have great draft picks. So that's actually good. That's like the worst possible record is 7-9 or 8-8 because that's like you don't have great draft picks, but you're not good enough to get into the playoffs, so nothing's gonna come from that. But I think the 49ers, with how many good draft picks we have, I think we definitely can beat these guys. I think it'll be a close one, just like when they beat us like 23-20 or something. But I do think it'll be close. But in the end, I do think we will be able to pull it off against these guys because they're not the same team they were when they went to the NFC Championship. There's no doubt about that. I mean, it's kind of weird how the Panthers and them, both teams from the NFC Championship last year, neither one went to the playoffs this year. But anyways, I think the Niners can definitely beat these guys. We will be playing the Colts this year, and this is another game I think we can win because the Colts had an 8-8 record, just one game better than the Cardinals, and they couldn't make it to the playoffs, which means they obviously don't have the best draft picks like we do. Another symbolic meaning behind this game is Frank Gore will be finally. This will be the first time he's playing in a different uniform against the 49ers, but I do think they well, I won't say be able to maintain him because I do think he'll do well in the game with rushing. But in the end, I think the 49ers will come out of this game victorious. And this will be a hard win, but we'll get it. And of course, we're playing the Redskins. Unfortunately, I don't think we will be able to pull off a win against these guys because they had an okay season last year, and clearly we did not have a good season at all. Hopefully, though, one thing we will get from playing them is well, we won't get it from them as a result of the game, but we hopefully we'll have Redskins or Kirk Cousins. My bad, and hopefully we can take him down. Like I said, when you have a season like 8-8, it's not that great because you don't make it to the playoffs, but you don't have any good draft picks. But in the end to this game, unfortunately think that the Redskins are going to beat us. But hopefully we'll put up a good fight because you never know what could happen though. Now we will be playing our rivals, the Cowboys. They beat us last year. We were two touchdowns ahead, and they ended up winning that game, unfortunately. I think I heard the Cowboys do have a tough schedule coming up, so hopefully they won't do that great against the 49ers. But definitely should be a good game. Both teams have 5 Lombardi trophies. Hopefully we will be the one that will be in the Super Bowl closer to now, and we will be getting our 6th Lombardi trophy because we definitely don't want them getting it before we do, and definitely not the Patriots either. We will also be playing the Eagles this season, and this is actually a game I do think we can win. I actually think we will put up a good fight against the Eagles. Uh, Chip Kelly was from there, so but he's not going back there, so no significance there. But overall, I think we definitely can get the win here. They're not that good. They didn't even have that great of a season last year. It was only 7 wins, and like a bunch of other teams I've discussed, that they don't have the. I don't believe they have the best draft picks, but either way, they don't. Even if they don't have a lot, they definitely will have them in the later rounds, but not many of them at all, I could assume. And again, I think we will beat the Cardinals. I'm just saying all the teams we play twice again, just to kind of emphasize. But I think we will beat the Cardinals, just like we did before this season, because I think they're going to be a mess this season, honestly, or not nearly like again, not the team they were when they went to the NFC Championship. This is a game I'm looking forward to, is the 49ers versus Giants. I actually know somebody who's a Giants fan, and we both have said obviously our teams are going to win, and it's just always fun watching. I love watching those blue helmets play those gold helmets. Funny way to say it, but honestly, I don't think we will be able to beat the Giants, to be honest, but there's always a hope, to be honest. But the Giants, they did pretty well this season, like 11-5. But just like the Cowboys season before, they went like 4-12. Maybe we'll go 12-4. Sometimes it just flips around who does well this season. And again, I don't think we will beat the Seahawks the second time we play them, just because they are a really good football team. However, I started making this video before the draft, and now that after the draft, I think we will have a pretty good darn defense. So I definitely think it will be a closer game now that the draft has happened with Reuben Foster and Solomon Thomas. I think those guys will definitely stop the rushing game, and Russell Wilson from sneaking it, or running with it. And I think it'll definitely be a really close one. And who knows? There's always that chance that there could be not even a fluke, but a good just a change, and we win it for once. And guys, this time I think we will be able to beat the Bears. I think our new and upcoming defense will definitely stop the Bears from doing anything well. And the Bears traded with us like one spot to get the second overall pick, just to get Mitch Trubisky. And so that was a really dumb decision on their part. And, that's going to, I think, be a long-term effect on them. But I think we will be able to stop them. Even though they have I think Mitch Trubisky's a decent quarterback, from what I've heard, but I don't think they'll have enough resources for him to do anything, at least against the Niners or really anybody. I think they'll be just as bad as last year, even worse, because that was a really bad decision on their part. So the Niners will get this win. And guys, I think we will be able to beat the Texans also. I think it'll be a surprise game. Honestly, I think we won't be predicted to win, but I think we can get this win. This is actually one of those games that it's like probably the most boring game to me. It's just because we always play the Texans, so they're not even that interesting of a team to watch. Like I'd rather see every year the Panthers, which we are playing, but we don't play them. It seems like every year. But yeah, I think we will be able to win. I think it'll almost be like a 1 point difference, but because they weren't even that great in the playoffs last year, so I don't think they will be able to do that much. But they got Deshaun Watson now, so like I said, I think it should be a close game, but in the end, I think the Niners will come out victorious. And of course, guys, I think we will be able to beat the Titans. Now, they are way better than they were last year, but I still think, like I said, we are up and coming. And, I also have to give us a little bit of leeway. I have to predict us, because if I said we lose every game, this would be stupid. But, we definitely have some good stuff coming out of the draft. I'm actually kind of glad we did not draft a quarterback, because we definitely need a defensive improvement. But at this point, we really do need a quarterback looking ahead to the 2017 season. But I think we can do it. I hope we get a good runner like Colin Kaepernick did when he was with us. Now, guys, out of all, this is one of the most confident games. I'm pretty sure. I think we can win. I think the Bears and this will be wins. We will definitely get. I will be really embarrassed if we lose these games. But I mean, the Jaguars are pretty bad. But Blake Bortles, he hopefully won't be on the money this day. But yeah, I think the Niners will get this win, and I think this is in San Francisco too, so we have home field advantage, which will be helpful. And I don't know too much about the Jaguars, but one thing I do know is they're absolutely terrible. And sorry if you just heard an ESPN alert. But anyways, I think the Niners will definitely get a W in this game. And the last week of the season, we will be playing the Rams. And just like the week we played them before, I think we will be able to beat them again. This will be like the second season in a row that we haven't lost them. Both times. We might have even done that season before, but I know they didn't beat us this season. They didn't beat us the last game of the season before that, and they won't beat us this time again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys later. Go Niners!